Welcome back to the Grinders Challenge. We are on episode number 6. Currently, my bankroll is $644 and I have 2 wins, 1 loss, and 0 draws. The purpose of the Grinders Challenge is to start off with a free roll, win that cash, take that cash where you have no investment in it, did not come out of your pocket. We go to the casino, we hit the lowest stakes, and we try to double it up. We cash out, we go home, and we go back and do it again over and over and over. So the purpose of the Grinders Challenge is obviously to make sure you do not throw your paycheck onto the felt. We're here to install discipline and accountability. Gambling has a bad stigma for a reason, and this is to avoid all of that. So today we're on episode number 6. I have 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws, $644 bankroll, and we're gonna do back-to-back games this week. So I'm gonna play Friday night tonight and Saturday night. We're gonna go back-to-back and see what happens. So from now on, I'm gonna give a very specific strategy away every single episode. I'm gonna do it at the intro. So today, to give you an example, today we're gonna talk about Headspace. Now, one of my poker friends that I watch create content, he talks about this a lot, Jason Lopez. Headspace. Headspace is half of this game, honestly. Obviously, you're putting money on the table and you're moving it around, playing with cards, but your headspace is either a third or half of the game. So, cards fall where they may, but chips do not. I hate that saying, let the chips fall where they may. No. We don't let the chips fall where they may. We buy in, we get it in the right spot, we take the money and go home. So we're gonna get away from that way of thinking. So about Headspace today, right? I'll keep this short and simple because I know you guys want to get to the poker and see if I won or lost or whatever. So Headspace. My headspace right now is good. Now, last time that I played 2 weeks ago, I was feeling really slaughterhouse because I was up against the ropes. I had 1.5 buy-ins left, and there was nowhere else I was going to be able to play, so I really didn't have a choice but to win. The whole purpose is to go win anyway. It's what poker is about. You're here to go beat everybody up. But today we're talking about Headspace because I'm in a great headspace. I'm in a very good headspace, but I can't lose my determination because life is good. Even at these times where life is good, I have to be savage. I have to be an alpha on the poker table. That's what this is about. A grinder is a hardcore poker player. You have to be this way. It's a social game, I get that, but there are a lot of social poker players, and we're not here to be social poker players while we're taking this challenge. Now, if you're not playing in this challenge, you're just playing poker for whatever, go be a social poker player. But grinders are not social poker players. So here's where my headspace is at. Last week, Valentine's Day, great time. Spent a great quality time with my fiance. We're getting married in a few months. Man, we're looking forward to some great times with her. Yesterday was our 5th anniversary. So we have back-to-back romantic times. So this weekend kind of sucks that I have to go play because I would like to spend some extra time with her. But we're also building a house. I have to lead by example by keep doing this. And we're getting married in a few months. So, hey, it's grind time. There is no breaks here. So my headspace, like I said, is great. I'm very satisfied. I've got an amazing woman in my life. And I can't let that interfere with my game. I have to be straight, direct. I'm not here to play games with people when I play at the table. The difference between poker and the difference between all the other casino games that exist is that you are playing individuals just like yourself. You're not playing against the casino, so it is totally different than just throwing some chips on the table and gambling. Mind frame has to be consistent. And I know you're just hearing me say these words, but you have to sharpen your mind frame every single time you go to play. No, don't even go if you're not in the right headspace. And I mean even 50% of the way there. It's kind of why I lost the first time I went. Now, that was also a good table, but even though I was confident, I kind of could feel like I probably shouldn't go tonight, but I forced myself. Now, you could say, well, you're forcing yourself right now too, but I'm not forcing myself. I'm just getting on the grind, and I've got a sharp axe right now. I'm still back. I'm still into the slaughterhouse thing. When I go sit on the table, I'm not there to be friends with people. So I'm still, my slaughterhouse day from 2 weeks ago is not gone, but I'm feeling good about life. Everything's growing very well. So, you know, I yeah. So that's about Headspace. Let's talk about my energy level. I have been editing all day long. Let's see, what time is it? It's 6 p.m. right now. I'm about to head to Windstar. I've been editing since about 9:30 this morning. So, I mean, that's what, almost 9.5 hours of just straight editing. Okay, 9 hours. It took an hour off or whatever. So I've been editing overtime today because I just have so much work for my clients. So I've been in front of the computer all day long doing numbers, grinding stuff out, and I'm definitely going to need a coffee on the way. It's not that I can't play, because you can sit there and wait on hands. There's a lot of patience in this game, so I don't have to sit here and really, really, just click, 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 pay attention to small, oh, well, actually you do have to pay attention to a bunch of small details. This is a great example of Headspace, right? I am somewhat tired, but I'm not like tired enough to the point to where I don't need to go. I've still got a sharp axe. I'm straight to the point. I'm ready to grind. So, given my energy level, the goal tonight, honestly, is probably just to double up. If it's an easy table and people want to give their cash away, cool, I'll sit there and take it. But because of energy levels and because of life's a little too good right now, I need to just focus on doubling up and just going home. Let's secure the win, secure the bag, and go back home. Because all we care about right now is building our bankroll. We don't care about anything else. Shout out again to Cena. I know you think I called you out. I promise you, it's all fun. But I'm down to play hardcore poker later. But what we need to do, whoever's doing this challenge with me, all we care about right now is doubling up, going home, doubling up, going home, doubling up, going home, doubling up, going home. We need to reach a $3,000 bankroll, or actually a minimum of $2,000, right? We need to reach a $2,000 bankroll. And once we reach $2,000, then we can play some hardcore poker. You want to see, we'll have some alpha battles on the table? Totally down for it, and everybody should be. But right now, we don't really care about that. We care about securing the future of this game, because you need 10 buy-ins. Quit texting me. You need 10 buy-ins to be able to survive in this game. I can do it with 5. I have 644 in the bankroll, right? So technically I'm $356 away from really where I could level up and go play 1-3. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make it all the way to $3,000 before I even level up. $2,000 of the bankroll is the goal, just to secure the future. That's it. So, like I said, because of my headspace, life's very good, even though I'm ready to go. I'm really just going to focus on doubling up. If I put way too much mind frame into this tonight, I'm going to struggle tomorrow, and I'm very aware of that. So tonight, we're going to just double up. And if people are just throwing their money away, I'll just sit there and wait for the cards and just let them bet into me. It's going to be a passive night tonight for sure, after I do my grinding. And so, well, we're going to see where that's going to go. So that's going to be the biggest topic I can teach you for tonight. If your headspace is not correct, do not go. And it's kind of the same thing with anything. Because luck is involved. You're going to make bad decisions. You're going to get impatient. If you've been getting the lower end of the stick of things for the entire week or the month, or things aren't good for you, one side of you can use that as fuel to the fire to go kill the table, but the other side is that you're going to be impatient also. So you're going to really focus on, man, I'm not getting any good cards. Here's, I'm finally getting some face cards. All right, I got to use these. That's called impatience. You can limp in with some of those things just to see if you hit the board. Got to see if you can fill things out, but you can't get married to face cards if you're running bad. So, I ran into a little bit of that on episode number 2. I'm not going to lie. I told you my cards sucked. It was one of the worst nights of cards I'd ever had. Even though I had times where my cards were decent, nothing was touching the board. So I was getting married to the hands, and I was very disciplined even then, and I still didn't make it. I busted all the way out. I had a good hand, and I got lost by a good hand. So, that is what that is. So that's okay. We don't care about the small losses. They happen. You can't dodge them. Pocket aces only wins 88% of the time. So that means, 1 out of 10 times it's not going to work just on average without any variables. So there's no 100% winning in this game. So that's where my mind frame is at. That's where you need to focus on your headspace in the future. If you're not feeling it, listen to your gut. Your gut's always right. If your gut says, dude, just wait till tomorrow, wait till next week. Don't get impatient. Wait. Do what you got to do. So that's all my ranting for today. It's a lesson that's whoever's watching this is going to stick with you for a long time. This headspace thing is a real thing. Okay, last example, when we'll move on, I promise. Last time that I did this challenge, I got to 38-0, right? I had 0 losses. I was on my way to 40. The night that I was going to get hopefully 39-0, I had done a lot of writing. I had worked. It was a Saturday. I was in overtime mode, and I pushed myself to go. I knew that I shouldn't have gone, but I was like, nah, I'll be okay. But I knew that I should have gone. My gut was saying don't, but I pushed myself out the door. And guess what? The winning streak came to an end. I could have gone longer. I could have waited one more night. Could have waited another hour. It could have just been like, I needed another hour to reset and really get things right. But I think I just needed to go to sleep. I was really tired. I remember specifically. And I posted about it here somewhere so I can go track that down. But see, perfect example. I lost an amazing winning streak just because of my headspace. Wrong headspace. Think about this. Execute. Okay. That's it for the strategy for today. Episode number 6. We're headed to WinStar right now. And probably looking at a 4-hour night. So it is about to be 6:15. It's going to take me an hour to get there. So I'll probably be buying in around 8 p.m. And I guess I'll be leaving around midnight. So I'll get home about 1 and making this video probably around 1:30. Let's see what happens. Feeling good. Oh yeah. Don't forget, last thing, the envelope. Yep. Last time I got a plus 339. Got the 644. Got it right here. Don't touch your money. Put it in an envelope. Write it down. Oh, how much am I bringing with me tonight? All this? Nope. Right here. Pow. I was trying to do that thing from last time. That was kind of cool. I don't know what I did. I'm like, pow. 200. I'm only bringing 1. If I lose, I'm out of there. We're not going there with all our cash. So, discipline. $200. If I lose, it's over. I'm out of there. All right, guys. Let's go. All right, we're back. Man, what a night. I played till about 4:30 in the morning, so I am like really tired. I'm about to go to sleep because session number 2 is tonight. So, bought in with my... I can never do that again. Anyway, bought in with my $200, and I cashed out with an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 25, 26. So I made an extra $426. Now, this officially puts me personally into the green zone. I broke the $1,000 mark, and like I've told you before, I only need like 5 buy-ins because of my level that I play at. So I'm like officially safe. There's no way that I'm going to lose 5 buy-ins and go bust. So me having to return to the free roll world to get the Grinders Challenge going for the next round, it's out of the question. I am officially safe. So some of you might only have to get to this point too. But to play 1-2, you need $2,000 because you can buy in for $200. So you need 10 buy-ins to keep your career always moving forward somehow, even if you go backwards. So 200 times 10 is 2,000. So you need $2,000. I'm a little over halfway there now. Now I have $1,070 in the bankroll. Man, that feels good. I had a pretty good night last night. As you can tell by the video, I actually got up to 616 at one point, and then I was like, man, this table is really action-packed and juicy, and they're doing some dumb shit for a lot of, like, pretty good betting for a 1-2 game. So I was not really down to go anywhere. However, I took a pretty nasty hit by the dude who I was trying to take out, because I was like, well, there's an extra $300. There's an extra 200 to 300, 5. Oh, yeah, one dude actually had 500. So there's like an extra $800 on the table that they were throwing around like it was nothing. So I was like, yeah, let's just hang out here because I've already got the biggest stack on the table. But I actually got snapped off by them twice, cut my stack almost in half, and I had to fight my way back all the way back. And funny enough, the player that I got all the money from was actually one of the best players on the table. He's obviously a 2-5 guy. He knows how to play pretty heavy. And he dominated the table for the most part, most of the time. So position was very important about today, and I'll get into position on another episode, maybe episode 7 later tonight. We'll see. But, I switched seats because my position sucked. Like, yeah, the players that I needed to play against that were all the way across the table, I needed to sit on the other side of them. And that's what the pro ended up doing to me, actually. He went and moved away from being to my left to being to my right, thinking that he's going to shove weight downfield. But he doesn't know how I play. I was like, good. I want to be in that position. Thank you, because I get to see what you do first now. So it works to my benefit. So to him, he thinks that he's in a better position. But all I had to do is just lean on him. Just lean on him and go all in a couple times against him. And man, he cracked. The dude cracked hard. And you could tell he was like, he was on tilt because he was running the table, right? His table image was strong. He doesn't talk. He sits there, no emotion, just throws chips out there. Just sits there, doesn't acknowledge you, nothing. Perfect poker face. Until I come along and just shove that shit right back at you. Oh, hey, weird. You want to bet $85? Okay. Raise. Yeah, $350 all in. How about that? Well, I have a straight too, but there's a flush out there, and I know you don't have that, and I don't either, but I know you don't have it, and I know you're not going to call. And he folded like a bitch. So yeah, good night tonight at 426. I can't get too cocky. It just feels good. Made it to the finish line. Almost went bust. I had, 300 and something bucks just like 2 episodes ago, and now I'm up like what? I'm close to up $800 in 2 episodes. You know, that's pretty decent. So if I have 1070 in the bankroll and this is game number 4, then that puts me at what? 267 a night. So right now I'm averaging about 267 every time I go play. When I lose, it takes away the bigger hits because actually I'm averaging closer to probably 350, 375 a night. And my old stats, I think it was when I was living in Pensacola, I was averaging about 350 a night too. So I'm still pretty consistent. Pretty good for not having to play for a while. Just like riding a bicycle, getting back on there. But anyway, we'll keep this episode short because I know I talked a lot in the beginning of this. But hey, very important information today. I know that some of this stuff, probably you guys aren't going to sit there and listen to every word of it, and I get it. But this coaching, take it, man. It's better than you think. Better than you think. What do you think I'm not losing? Everything's important. So yeah, I'll get more into details. I'm going to do some more coaching lessons on the next episode. I'm pretty tired today, so don't expect anything too big. Maybe I'll discuss position because last night's game, there was a lot of position switches and it was a very interesting time. So it was very important to my success last night. I was actually starting to lose and I had to switch positions to a position I don't like because position is very important. So you know what? Episode 7, I'll give you some position stuff. Meanwhile, taking my handy dandy envelope and my pen, and I'm adding 426 to the bankroll. So we are now W3L1D0. 3 wins, 1 loss, no draws. I almost called a draw last night too. I was getting a little discouraged. I was like, man, this is getting a little tough tonight. And all I really cared about was doubling up last night. I wasn't really in the mood to go slaughterhouse, but I did it. And now I'm going back tonight. Definitely going to be slaughterhouse time. Now I'm in the green zone, so I can't go backwards. All right, guys. So that was, what is today? All right, that was 223 was yesterday. And I played 1-2. And I plussed 426. Bam! Thank you all for watching. I will make this more entertaining as time goes on. Right now, we're just doing some coaching stuff as we go because every word that you soak up is knowledge that you need to keep. Some of you know this stuff. A lot of you don't. All right. Episode number 6 in the books. $1,000.70 in the bankroll. All right, guys. See you tonight. I'm going to go get some sleep.